Hi there everyone, Matt here. I hope you're well. Today I'm going to bring you a quick few minute video on the new Teams, the client that Microsoft bought out, how you as an administrator can enable it for your users, how you as a user can use it. If you just give me 1 second to make myself a little bit smaller, put myself in the corner, we'll get straight to it. And we're back. So you can see I'm a much more an appropriate size now down in my little corner. And you can also see that I have the Teams client already open here. And this is the old Teams client. You can tell because it still looks the same. And there's this little toggle up the top left which says try the new Teams. Annoyingly, what Microsoft don't tell you is how to enable this, or they certainly don't make it very obvious, in that before you can use new Teams, there's a little bit of legwork we have to do first. So in order to do that, if we just head over to the Teams Admin Center and then go to Teams Update Policies just here, you can see I've got my global org-wide default policy, and I've also got a Teams testing policy that I've created. So what we need to do is go into one of these, and then where it says allow public preview, set this to forced. That will enforce the public preview among your clients. And then use new Teams client, just select users can choose. You can either disable it if you want to do that, but given that you're watching this, you probably want to make sure it's enabled. You can also set this to Microsoft controlled, but I would just leave it on users can choose. Once you've done this, you need to assign the policy to a user. So just click on the policy line here, click assign users. So for me, I could assign it to my test user and my tenant and then just apply it. It will say it'll take a while. Just confirm that, and eventually that setting will filter through to that user. So let's turn on the new client and see what happens. So when we toggle it on, it says you want to preview the new Teams. It's going to be faster, lighter, multiple accounts and organizations, and an updated look and feel. So let's hit get it now. And I'm just going to pause the video here while everything updates and come back to you. And after that short little interlude, we are back. So what can we see here? We can see that, well, obviously the client looks quite different. It's very Windows 11. We've got a lovely little pre logo here. And one of the first things that I noticed was when I popped into a team, all of the posts, rather than having to scroll to the bottom to get the latest posts, you can see the latest posts are now at the top, which makes way more sense when you're browsing through your channels. I have to say, other than that, I didn't really notice a whole load of differences. Everything looks pretty familiar, to be fair. A lot of the time I live in chat and in my calendar, although not necessarily within this particular tenant. But one big game changer that Microsoft have talked about is the ability to add another work account in your Teams client. So if you work with multiple different clients, multiple different customers, need to be on loads of different teams, you can just flick between the different Teams clients within the one workspace, which is pretty handy. The main benefits of Teams are meant to be the performance gains that Microsoft are saying that they've introduced. Apparently this applies to both the web client that they're rolling out and also the Teams client. They're saying that it's almost twice as efficient with half the resources. I find that a little bit hard to believe, but we'll just have to see. Now, I did even Google what some of the new Teams client changes were, because it wasn't obvious to me at first to see if I was missing something. But what I did notice was that there are, if we go through this article on learn.microsoft.com, a few known issues, and you might just want to head over to this link and have a quick look and just make sure before you update that these don't affect you. But there is one other thing that we can try. If you do have a problem, of course, there is a toggle here, and we can go back to old Teams pretty snappily. It would appear just like that, in fact. So that's the first time I've tried that. That's completely live. And it seemed to work pretty well. I don't know how quickly. Let's see if we can switch back to new Teams. Wow, I mean that's pretty straightforward. So for me, I can't see any reason that you would not want to give this a go. Why you wouldn't want to try having new Teams and seeing if it did make your a big difference to the performance. and all the resources that it uses on your machine. Do give it a go. Leave me a comment. If you enjoyed this video, enjoyed the little guide of how to enable it in the back end, give me a thumbs up and a like. It really helps me keep on creating content for everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again in the next video.